Hi and welcome back to the Rideshare Buddy YouTube channel. My name's Kevin and today it's Saturday and it's Six Nations in Cardiff, so it should be a busy day. Uber thinks it's going to be busy. We've got two opportunities on today. One starts at 1 o'clock. It's just gone up to 1 o'clock, so I'm about to switch on once I've filled up with fuel. From 1 till 3, 2 hours. If you complete 5 trips, we get a £9 bonus. And then after the match, from 5 o'clock through till 8 o'clock, if we do 7 trips, we'll get a £13 bonus. So £22 worth of bonuses available today. So I might try for those. It's coming up to 1 o'clock. I would need to fill up with fuel because I'm almost out of fuel, and then we'll get started and see what we can do. I don't think it's going to help me much in the way of keeping my gold status. I've got to do, is it 700 trips by the end of March for gold? I'm over 200 away, so I'm not going to do 200 trips in the next 20 days. Not when 4 days of those are going to be days off. So 200 trips in 16 days. Not going to be easy to do, especially if I get some airport work. So I'm pretty much resigned to the fact I'm going back down to blue status. I've lost my gold, and that's just the way it is. You know, at the end of the day, it's about money. It's not about points. And there's nothing on gold that is of any use to me, really. I mean, you got the AA cover, but I've got full RAC cover with the rental, so that's taxi rental, taxi cover, so that doesn't matter. The other one was language lessons, and I just haven't had time to start them, so losing gold is not going to be an issue for me. It really isn't. So let's get up, get filled up, and let's get started. Right, that's it. We're all fueled up. It's 10 past 1. Those are the opportunities we've got. And our first opportunity is £9 extra for completing 5 trips, starting at 1 o'clock, which it now is. And we'll have a look at the late one after. So on goes the app. And let's see what we can make today as we go up against Wales versus France in the Six Nations at Cardiff. And also Cardiff City is playing at home against Ipswich. Cardiff is going to be mad today. I might try and keep out of it. Just keep around the outskirts and go to the centre. It's going to be crazy in there. Well, this isn't looking very promising. It's 20 past. So I've been here about 15 minutes at Tesco's and not a peep out of Uber. I've had a quick look at the map, and only a little area around Barry is in surge. And when you consider kick-offs in 2-3 hours time, it would suggest there's a lot of cars out killing the surge. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Busy day yesterday. I had 3 Bristol airports into Cardiff with fans coming in, so that was quite busy. And tomorrow I've got 3 airports from Cardiff back to Bristol airport, all of my own work. So did a bit of Facebook advertising against up to the French fans, targeted French fans coming into Cardiff, and I got 3 bookings, so that was quite good. So I've got 3 returns tomorrow, and I've also got an OTS, so I've got 4 Bristol airports from Cardiff tomorrow. Is it 4? 3 from Cardiff to Bristol, 1 to Bristol from Swansea. No, Bargoed, sorry. So not as far as Swansea. So busy day tomorrow, and if I can just top up either side of that with a bit of Ubering, if I can catch an Uber, down to Cardiff to pick up, or coming back from Bristol Airport, if you can pick one up at Magor or go back into Cardiff, that would be really good. But even if I don't, it's a good day tomorrow. But today is deadly quiet. Might give a couple of more minutes and then I'll just drive off and go to central Newport if there's anything happening in centre of Newport. I have now started to price up my airport work, or the costs of it, using the 32p mile allowance. That's 22p mile for the rent of the car and 10p mile fuel costs. So that's my fixed cost, 32p mile. And I've done that because last week I went over 1,000 miles. I did 1,100 miles. Now, I didn't work non-stop. It's just that some of those trips are big trips and you can really start piling on mileage. I mean, the Swansea to Heathrow, that's what, 350 mile round trip. There was a Swansea to Gatwick come out yesterday. That was a 500 mile round trip. So you can use up 1,000 miles in 2 or 3 days quite easily doing these long distance ones. So by doing the costing at 32p mile or 64p mile pick up to drop, because that's what we get paid, I've stopped doing a lot of OTS work on long distance stuff. The Bristol airports are good value. You get 150 mile, but those longer distances like Swansea to Heathrow, I'm only paying £1.60 a mile, £1.80 a mile. So I knock off my 64p, I'm running around for about 44p a mile, and I have to take off my airport pickup or airport drop-off charge off that profit. No profit in it. So I now have a base fare for OTS of 120 a mile. Anything below that I don't bid on. It's not worth bidding on. But most of the Bristol ones coming in around 150 a mile. So that's not too bad at all. I can do that and have the margins to pay for the drop-off fee and car parking. Just don't seem to have it for the Heathrows, that's all. Certainly don't have it for the Gatwicks. But that's what I'm working on now. For Uber, I'll go a little bit lower because Uber repays you your parking fee. So I can go down to about 110 a mile for Uber. Anything below 110 a mile, I don't do. It's not worth it. So that's my my minimum fares now for Uber, 110 a mile, for OTS 120 a mile, and my own work I charge out at 150, 160 a mile for long distance stuff. But I think Uber has gone to sleep. Very quiet for the day. When you consider Cardiff's playing at home, and also you got the Wales-France match, rugby as well. I think I'm just going to take a ride uptown and see if I can pick anything up central town. I might just be in a dead spot. So one of the interesting things that's going to happen on £9.70, there's one that's just popped in. 20 minutes wait for this first job, if I get it. It's on Trip Radar. And yes, I've got it. It's 1.3 miles away, Newport to Newport. But going back onto that video I did the other day about what Dara said about shipping out the right job to the right person at the right price, it'll be interesting if on a quiet day like today and you got two people parked up, one of them gets fed a £3.20 local job and the other one gets fed a £30 job to Chepstow. I wonder what sort of things will happen there, because the algo thinks one person only likes to do long distance and the other person likes to do short distance. I'm sure there'll be plenty of complaints when that starts happening, but that is the way it's going to go. And the other thing is, if Uber are going to start controlling you that much in determining which jobs you get kicked out with, rather than people bidding on jobs and having equal chances, If I'm assigning jobs to that level, it's getting very close to being an employee-employer situation rather than the self-employed worker situation. So I can see further legal cases coming up here because Uber, if they start doing that, will basically be operating as an employer, telling people what they can do and what they can't do, rather than independent subcontractors. Yeah. Gonna be an interesting one. Right, I've just done a £39 job out to Bristol. The one thing that means is I didn't make my 5-ride quest. But, I mean, there was only 30 minutes left, just over 30 minutes left. And the jobs just weren't there. I'd completed 3 jobs. This £39 job came out to Bristol. And that's what I've done. I've jumped on it. So, I think I'm doing all right. Let's have a quick look. £64.66. And it's 20 past 3. So, an hour and 20 minutes I've been out for £64. Can't complain about that. What I'm now going to do is just check OTS. Because a few pings has come in from OTS. And before I head back to Newport, I just want to check. There's no last minute pickups from Bristol Airport I could jump on. So let's just do that. Right, no, there's nothing on there. I've just had a quick look on OTS. Nothing of use for this immediate moment in time. So, let's head back to Newport. And maybe I might catch the afternoon one. So what's the next opportunity? Next quest? So next quest starts at 5 p.m. So in an hour and a half. I'm going to do 7 trips for £13. So between 5 and 8. Might be able to do that. Saturday night. Might be able to do that if I stick around Newport. But I didn't do the first one. That's fine. I've got no problems. I'm better off doing that £39 to take me up to 66 so far today. So let's head back to Newport. Okay, so we've just come over the bridge and we're back in Wales. So hopefully we'll start to get a few pings soon. I'll just check my stats. I had a bit of a break for coffee and something to eat and for Lulu. Oh, here we go, £32. Called it hot. Just down the road here, going to Bristol for another £32. So, yeah, 5 minutes away, 4.2 miles. Just over the bridge, and I've got this one going back to Bristol for 32. Could be a good day. It's quarter past 4. I might get back by 5 with any luck, which will be just in time for the afternoon shift, the afternoon quest. But this is going to take me up to pretty much £100. Well, I came out at 1. It's quarter past 4. So I've checked my stats. I have 491 points, and I need to make another 209 by end of this month. I don't think I'm going to do that. I mean, even if I came out and just tried to hit local work, I'm going to have to do 12, 14 jobs a day. Not that easy in Newport. They don't have that many local jobs going around. So I think I'll just dismiss my gold status for a while, because that's all. It's all about the money at the end of the day. Money is far more important. But let's get down to this Magor. Let's have a look at the addresses. Newport Road and Magor Road. Sounds very much as though that's going to be at the Team Magor Hotel, or one of the units just around there. But let's get a go and let's get moving. Okay, so that was a trip out from the Colesberg Brewery, well, one of the breweries at Mega, out to central Bristol, out to the Hilton at Doubletrees, something like that. So it's it came out to just over £33 in total. A little bit of traffic, not too much. So it's 5 o'clock. It's going to take me 45 minutes to get back to Newport. So it's going to take me 5:45. And then I have to do that 7-trip challenge. Can I do 7 trips in 2.25 hours? Probably not. So I shan't worry too much about this £13 top-up challenge. I shan't hang around just for little local ones. I'll just get on and do whatever jobs come in that looks good. And I'll do that. But let's head off. Fight my way through the Bristol traffic. And get back to Newport ASAP. Okay, so it's just gone 5 o'clock. Well, 5:05. So I've been out for 4 hours. I thought that job would have taken me over the 100, but it didn't. I'm on £98.97. So just shy of £100 in 4 hours. It's going to be about 30 minutes now before I get back. But I should pick something up from Mega onwards. So I'll be there in about 15 to 20 minutes. We're back in Wales and back online. So let's see how this evening pans out. Because it's not been too bad, really, this first session. Very quiet first half hour. Didn't get my first job till 1:30. But then after that, it's been pretty much one straight after the other. So that's pretty good. And I'm not going to wait out too long tonight, because I've got that busy day ahead of me tomorrow with those 4 airports. 3 airports. 4 airports. I've lost track of the airports tomorrow. But we'll have a look at that later. So let's get back to Newport. Okay, so we've just crossed the bridge again and just coming back into Wales. So I've just knocked on the app again to hopefully pick something up. Considering this was supposed to be a me versus Cardiff Six Nations Day, I've not been anywhere near Cardiff. I've been kept on the exact opposite side of Newport and Bristol. So whether we'll get anything going out towards Cardiff way on this second part, I don't know. Should do, because we get all the kids going out on Saturday night, and most of them head to Cardiff. So we should get a few of those coming in. I don't think I'm going to get my bonus, 7 ride bonus. It's what, 5:25. I've had a quick look on the app. There's no surge in Newport, and it doesn't look like there's a surge in Cardiff either. Crazy, considering it's they've just got into surge. Big surge down at Penarth and Cardiff Bay area, but Cardiff itself, not a lot. So whether or not it's had a big impact on drivers, I don't know, having the because you've got both Cardiff City football playing and also Six Nations rugby. So I would have thought that it'd be quite busy, but Uber's got these promotions going on, so that would have brought out a lot of drivers, and if there's a lot of drivers, there's not going to be any surge. So let's get down into Newport and try and pick up some more work. Okay, my mistake. I've just found out why there's such a surge on. Well, there's no surge. The Six Nations isn't until tomorrow. So it's just Coventry football. So why have they put the promotions on this weekend? I don't know. But yeah, so Wales versus France is tomorrow, not today, which explains a lot. Okay, so the first job of the evening session has just come in. It's 25 to 6, £8 job, about 4 miles away. So
in a half mile, continue straight through the roundabout onto Queensway.
So let's head over there and get this £8 job done. Because that'll definitely take me over £100 for today. So we're moving on.
William Morris Drive, then turn right on Chepstow.
Okay, so I've done a couple of jobs, £7 and £8, and I'm on my way now to another £7 job. It's 6:05, so I've been out just over 5 hours, and I've got 113.59 on the clock. So it's buzzing along quite nicely. Just over £20 an hour. So no complaints from me today. So those 2 jobs I've done have contributed towards my target of 7 jobs. This will be job number 3. But I might do it. I don't know, I might do it. I've got till 8 o'clock, so it's another couple of hours. Just over 2 hours. But I'm not too fussed if I get it or not. I know, £13 is £13, so we'll see what happens. Okay, that was job 3 of 7. And I'm now running down for another job, which is another £7 job, which will take me up to 4. Getting close. And it's only 6:30. I may make it. But I'm wondering why they've done a surge, done promotions tonight. Because if it was Six Nations, I could understand it, but it's not. But I have heard on the grapevine and from various YouTube channels and forums that if you as a driver start to really drop on the numbers of jobs and the number of times that you're going out, which is what I have the last couple of weeks since I started doing airports, they try and tempt you back in by offering promotions. So maybe it's just a promotion for me to try and encourage me to get back into work in the system. I don't really know, but there's no real reason for it. It's not particularly busy. There's no events on. It's not as though it's Christmas and they want you out. I mean, Mother's Day is tomorrow, not tonight. So tomorrow's where it's going to be really busy. Six Nations is tomorrow, not tonight, even though I did think it was today. So I don't understand why I've got a promotion. But I'm not going to complain if I hit it. Okay, that was a Nagasi into the centre of town, and I'm on my way now to my next job. That was number 4 of 7. This one now I'm doing number 5 of 7, and it's 20 to 7, so I've got time. I think I might do this. But this one's a £6 job, so it's about 3.5 miles away. So by the time I've done this, it's going to be 7, and that'll give me an hour to complete 2 jobs. So I should get that 7 job completion bonus of £13. Now looking back at why they maybe have given me a bonus, because over the last 2 weeks since I started with OTS, 3 weeks now is it? Probably 3 weeks now. My workload is now probably, financially wise, 40% OTS, 60% Uber. So my Uber earnings has really dropped substantially by 40%. So maybe that's why Uber's pushed me out this bonus, to try and get me back into the system and get me back working a few more hours. We'll see what happens. Okay, so that was the passenger number 5 of 7. We're getting closer. From the top end of Malpas down into Lagrange Hospital. I've just picked up my next, well, on my way to my next one, number 6 of 7, which is about 3 mile away in Cardiff. Now it's just coming up to 7 o'clock, so I've been out for 6 hours, and I have, let's have a look, 137.73 on the clock. So if I hit this 7 passenger target, I've just got 2 more to do in this last hour, I could be looking at about £160 in total for the night for 7 hours work. Can't complain about that. Okay, that was passenger 6 of 7, but it's not good news because that went out to Leonard Cheshire home, which is great. I don't mind taking them out, but it is in the middle of nowhere, not a great set of roads. The time is 20 past 7, so unless I can pick something up in Cardiff, going fairly local, or maybe into Newport, I may not hit this last one. I may not hit this bonus because I won't complete this final trip because I'm just too far away. What I should have done really, if I'd had my head on, was when I dropped off at the Grange Hospital, I should have ignored this Cardiff job and just gone straight back into Newport and hopefully picked up a couple of run-arounds in Newport. But this is why I don't chase quests, I don't chase surges, I don't chase promotions, because Uber, the game is in Uber's hands. It's like when you go to a casino, you may get the occasional win, but the odds are stacked in favour of the house. That's why they do it. Whether or not I'll get this, I don't know. But let's get back into Newport. Right, I've just picked up a job from the Grange Hospital to go into NP20, so Central Newport. Whether I'll get it done or not in time, I don't know. It's 25 past 7. I've got to run 4 miles down to the hospital, pick up the passenger, and then come into Newport. Now, a lot of it's down major dual carriageways, so I may do it, but I'm not holding out much hope. But let's say that, I mean, I didn't think I'd do the last quest I succeeded at, and I did it with about 3 minutes to spare, so it may be one of those again today, but I'm planning on probably not doing it, but we'll see what happens. So this is for passenger 7. It's 26 minutes past 7. I'm 6 minutes away, and I've got to pick up and then bring down into Central Newport or NP20. Might have to put my foot down a bit. Well, yes, we've done it. That last passenger didn't go home. She has to be dropped off at Sainsbury's. So that saved me about 5-6 minutes. And we've completed the quest. 7 out of 7. So I've got my £13 bonus. And it's 7:45. So I've been out an hour, well, just under 8 hours, 7 hours. Started at 1. So just under 7 hours. And I've got 169.95 on the clock. I'm happy with that. I might do one more job just to take it over 170. I've got 15 minutes, but I'm cutting it today at 8 o'clock now. So thanks for watching. Hope you like, subscribe and share. Hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, happy driving and good profits.